Should children be playing video games? I feel like this is an age-old question that has been asked for at least all of my life, because remember, I started playing video games at a very young age. At age 3, I was playing Blinks. At age 5, World of Warcraft, Sims, Jade Empire, all of these games. In my life, I have had a very positive experience with playing video games since such a young age. But my whole life, I heard, oh, she's gonna be so violent, she's gonna have so many issues because she plays video games. Now, you may beg to differ, but I don't think I have any of those issues. My answer to this is always going to be, it depends. Do I think that young children, and I'm talking children under the age of 10, should be playing video games with drugs, alcohol, violence, shooting, all of that? No. Now, you could argue that, oh, well, they see it on TV, what's the difference? In certain video games, you are responsible for the choices you make. So if you're influencing children to make those bad choices, it's a slippery slope. I grew up playing more fantasy games, so I wasn't really exposed to those bad habits. But I will say video games for me were such a positive experience, and here's why. At a young age, I was being exposed to a wide vocabulary. I may not have been able to pronounce them, but I learned what they meant. I learned how to communicate with other human beings, and it's more difficult to communicate when you're not looking at each other face to face. I gained confidence. I became more outgoing. On the more technical side, I learned eye-hand coordination. I learned more about how games worked, how they interacted, how PCs worked. Picked up so much knowledge from playing video games for my entire life that I wouldn't have had I not been exposed to them. I will say that my parents kept it regimented. They made sure that we were not playing anything too bad, that we were not playing anything that exposed us to things we were a little too young to be seeing. And so that made a huge difference in our outlook on video games. I think in terms of learning and growing as an individual and in society as a whole, video games are very beneficial. What do you think?